Now, the Cabinet has ordered the arrest and prosecution of persons using social media to spread alarming information and fake news on the country's COVID-19 situation. Under President Uhuru Kenyatta's chairmanship, the Cabinet also approved the release of 400,000 litres of ethanol that was confiscated from rogue business persons, and it should be handed over to manufacturers for blending of hand sanitizers that will be distributed to members of the public at no cost. Francis Gashuri tells us more.
A full cabinet sitting chaired by President Uhuru Kenyatta at State House, Nairobi, and attended by his deputy William Ruto deliberated at length on the country's coronavirus situation. With anxiety gripping the nation, the social media is awash with false information on the virus and its spread. The government's highest decision-making organ directing security agencies to hunt down purveyors of fake news.
I think you are all alive to what that the social media has been abuzz with all sorts of rumors, including that we are locking down Nairobi, that we are sending people home, that we are doing this and we are doing the other. Things that have come from nowhere, that we are deploying the military. You know, these rumors must stop.
False alarms on persons suspected to have contracted the virus and government measures to combat its spread have been doing rounds on social media, sparking fear among citizens.
And I'm appealing to them to stop. But because we are aware that empty appeals will not work, we will proceed to arrest a number of them just to prove our point. And of course, since they will have something to report regarding coronavirus, we will oblige them by taking them to Bagathi, where they can report.
And as the nation grapples with the coronavirus crisis, some business persons have seen the pandemic as an avenue to make a killing. Apart from reports of hiked prices for essential commodities, some rogue traders have hoarded vital items to create an artificial crisis. The Competition Authority and security agencies instructed to crack the whip on such business persons.
And anybody who is seen to have taken unnecessary and undue advantage of this particular crisis to make our citizens pay more than they should, serious and severe action will be taken against those who perpetuate in that ungodly act.
Sanitizers that were retailing at between 200 shillings and 500 shillings 2 weeks ago are now beyond reach for many. Prices hiked up to 1,500 shillings for a 500 milliliters bottle. The cabinet authorizing the multi-agency team on contraband goods to release 400,000 liters of ethanol confiscated from traders flouting rules. The ethanol will be handed to manufacturers to blend hand sanitizers for distribution to members of the public at no cost. With the realization that the coronavirus pandemic will adversely impact on the economy, the cabinet resolved to align budgetary allocations to combat its spread. This includes allocation of resources for recruitment of doctors and nurses on short-term contracts, as well as procurement of medical supplies. A request by the African Union and the World Health Organization for Kenya to host the African Center for Disease Prevention and Control (CDC) was also approved. The 8.3 billion shillings facility will hand Kenya a strategic advantage in combating outbreaks such as coronavirus that is currently a global pandemic. Francis Gashuri, Citizen TV.